Good evening, folks. Been a bit, but figured I'd come back to Dual Destinies for a little bit. Um, so we finished up the main game last time, but I know there is one extra case that's like a DLC case or something. So I figured, um, hmm, I guess we could just jump into it this way. This looks like it's going to be interesting.
My name is Phoenix Wright, head of the Wright Anything Agency and a lawyer. Although, I was doing something else entirely for a while there. As for why I decided to formally get back into lawyering, let's just say there's unfinished business to take care of.
Oh.
Anyway, I thought I'd reminisce about my first case back on the job.
Okay.
What a case it was. It happened only a few months after Athena joined our office.
He made it just in time. We be pirates, we love to sail the seven seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me. Yeah!
July 20th. Today's my first day back on the job as a lawyer. Putting this attorney's badge on again really makes it hit home. Boy, am I pumped. Even Trucy said, "Looking good, Daddy." So Athena, Apollo, what do you think of the old attorney's badge? Wow, ship-shaped aquariums show us great. I can't get enough of it. Athena? I still can't believe they showed the Swashbuckler Spectacular on TV. Good thing I recorded this. Now, who's ready for another viewing? We've already watched it 5 times. Let's watch something else now. So I take it this is their, this is the next iteration of the Steel Samurai. You even suggest such a thing. This show is therapeutic. Boss here asking you guys a question. What's so therapeutic about watching a killer whale? What? Don't you know anything? Animal-assisted therapy is an established psychiatric treatment. You're kidding. That kind of thing really exists? It's a real thing. I've been to the aquarium myself to try it. It really helps. I still go there every now and then to further my psychology studies. Alright, fair enough. I don't think that's usually how that goes, but I guess it's not out of the question. Last time I went, I saw a dolphin and an orca swimming around together. It was so... Hey, do you two think you could quit goofing off and do some work for a change? Work? But we've already cleaned the toilet. Twice. Each. Hey, wait a minute. Is that your badge I see? Wow, congrats on getting your attorney's badge back, boss. Thanks. Starting today, I'm officially a lawyer again. Sheesh, took him long enough to notice. Gee, Mr. Wright, with that badge on, you suddenly look so capable. Thanks? It's not like I was some lazy bum, you know. I mean... Well, anyway. What made you suddenly so fired up to get your badge back anyway? Ah, well, I made a promise to a certain someone. An important promise. It could be so important. Anyway, we have 3 lawyers now, so we better start taking on some work. So I guess this is relating back to the main story. It's just, you know, we're going back a bit. Well, that's fine. I'm all for that. Let's get this agency hopping. Well, we have plenty of enthusiasm. All we need now are some clients. It's been 8 years since I last wore this badge. I feel like a rookie all over again. And this just in. The owner of Ship-Shaped Aquarium, Captain Jack Shipley, has been murdered. Uh-oh. The suspect in the case is reportedly already in custody inside the aquarium. Isn't the aquarium we were just watching, Athena? It is. Can't believe it. Murder at Ship-Shaped Aquarium? But I love that place. We need to get to the bottom of this. Really? I guess I'm in luck then. I need Phoenix Wright to save my friend. Who in the world is this? Are you a client? Wait. That costume. It looks just like... I've got it. You must work at Ship-Shaped Aquarium. That's right. You know it. Oh no. This one's gonna be full of puns, isn't it? Sasha Buckler. Oh boy. Oh boy. Perform like an agile catfish in our pirate show. It'll blowfish your mind. Oh no. What have I gotten myself into? These puns floundered. Ugh, Phoenix, you too. Really? Floundered. I figured out the client's identity. Chalk one up for analytical psychology. I feel like you didn't need analytical psychology for this one, but okay. My friend is under suspicion of murder, so I really need some help. So I've got to find this Phoenix Wright guy. Well, I'm Phoenix Wright. And this is Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes. They're lawyers too. If there's anything you need, all you have to do is ask. Same goes for me too, Miss Buckler. Haha, just call me Sasha. And I'll call you all by your first names too, if that's alright. Phoenix, Apollo, Athena, you have to help me. Please save my friend. Guess we better start by asking her more about her defense request. Miss Buckler, Sasha, could you tell us more about why you need our help? My friend is suspected of murdering the captain of Ship-Shaped Aquarium. Captain? I thought the victim was the owner of the aquarium. Yeah, well, our aquarium has a pirate ship theme. That's why we call the owner our captain. Call the employees crew, too. That's a pretty unusual aquarium you've got there. Anyway, one of the crew members, my friend, is being suspected of the captain's murder. They already decided she's guilty. I think they're going to give her the death penalty. What? What happened to due process? My friend is as sweet and gentle as a whale shark. She wouldn't hurt a guppy. I know there's no way she murdered anyone, but they won't believe me. With a name like Wright, I figured you'd be able to help me set them straight. Wait a minute. Don't tell me she picked you all because of a bad pun. Ouch, I see my reputation doesn't precede me. It's been a few years. Seriously, my name can't be the real reason she's here. Just curious. This'll work. Sorry, sea creatures are the only things I know anything about. That's alright, don't worry about it. Gee, I didn't mean to put her in a funk. Oh well. What's the real reason you picked me, Sasha? Well, to be honest, I asked a whole slew of lawyers, but they all refused. They said stuff like, there's no merit to taking your case, or, I'm not sure I can help. They're all as cruel as sharks with hearts punier than whitebait. Okay, that's a face. Ooh, I can really feel Sasha's frustration. Nobody on her side, she must feel all alone. But helping people like her is the whole reason I became a lawyer in the first place. And then I heard about a lawyer named Phoenix Wright. They say he defends clients to the end, no matter how bleak the circumstances. Guess my reputation does precede me. Not sure how well deserved it is, though. Thought to myself, if anybody can save my friend, it's you, Phoenix. Quite a tall order there for a man who just got his badge back. But I don't want to let Sasha down. Or her friend. Let's help her, Mr. Wright. Let's save her friend. That's just what I was thinking. Sasha will accept your case. You will? Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver, literally. Well, no time to stand around and mull it over things. I want you to meet my friend right away. Come to Shipshape Aquarium with me. You got it. And I'll go too. Sorry, but I need you to stay here and keep an eye on the office until Trucy gets back. You never know when a new client might stop by. How come I'm the one who has to stay behind? Thanks a million, Apollo. Well, ladies, let's move to the aquarium, shall we? I mean, Athena is the one who's super into this, so it would make sense to bring her along. What do you think about the case, Apollo? Murder of the owner of Shipshape Aquarium? God, I can't think with you looking at me so expectantly. I don't really have any ideas. Sorry, I'm not any help. I mean, we just started, so... But you are a help. As long as you're the one playing office sitter, you're fine. Hey, there's Apollo's favorite word. I think I'll say it a few times, too. I'm fine. I'm fine. Are you two making fun of me? Who, us? Of course not. Just yanking your chain a little. Well, I think you should give that Swashbuckler video a glance. Starting to become a fan too, huh? I knew you'd like it if you gave it a chance. It's not so much that. I just thought it might give you some leads, seeing as it's the scene of the crime and all. It's a good idea. Take a look when I get a second. Got nothing better to do, so maybe I'll watch it a few times myself. Apollo, please try to find something better to do. I mean, it is a case. Alright. Oh wait, hold on. Before we go. Return of a legendary lawyer. It's kind of exciting. Kind of? So how do I look with it? Wow, you present that thing like a real pro. You must have done it 1,000 times. Never really seems like enough to just have it pinned to my lapel for some reason. I get wanting to show it off. When I first became a lawyer, I flashed that badge left and right. You still do that, actually. Alright. That's a pretty neat little background. Wow, this is gorgeous. It's just like being under the sea. We kind of are. It's the Aqua Tunnel, our pride and joy. I'm really glad you like it. You know, you could have just said reel, like a fishing reel. Never mind. Let me go on ahead and fill the detective in on your arrival. Take a look around the tunnel and then come meet me at the pool up ahead on the right. Hey boss, look at this cute little fish. Bet it would be delicious grilled. Seriously? Is that really all you can think of? Oh, I didn't get to eat lunch today. Ooh, here comes some grilled chicken. Wait, what? Oh, it's a penguin. It's not chicken, it's a penguin. You're a little cutie. It ignored me. Maybe it was hungry too. Oh look, it dropped something. That's an ad for the Swashbuckler Spectacular show. Penguin had a whole bunch of these stuffed in its backpack. So it's passing out flyers, huh? How cute. I remember there was a story I saw not too long ago, but I mean the story itself was like from years ago about like a family who like found a penguin and took it in, and then they like trained the penguin to like they put like a backpack on him, and they would train him to like go to the fish store and pick up some fish, and then he would get some fish too, and then he would take the fish back home. So yeah, you know, he's just like that guy. Carrier penguin that distributes flyers. We could use one of those for our office. Well, can't keep the client waiting. We better get going. Yeah, you're right. Time to roll up our sleeves. Huh? I don't see Sasha. Oh, man. You know... You know, we're just gonna pretend like this is the real guy and like he just happened to show up for this case instead of, you know, what actually happens. Are you the two lawyers Ms. Buckler mentioned? Detective Fulbright. You the lead detective on this case? That's right. As long as evil exists in this world, there'll be no rest for me. And who's your sea urchin-like friend there? I don't believe we've met. Is he talking about me? I'm the defendant's lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Well, I'm Detective Bobby Fulbright. People don't usually get to see this area. It's only open now because of the investigation. Too pretty lucky to get this peek behind the scenes of an aquarium. Lucky, right. This guy's even louder than Apollo. So where's the suspect being questioned? And where's Miss Buckler? Here I be, me buckos. Surmy timbers, there are people of dread pirate and no stashes, scurvy swabs. Oh boy. I beg your pardon. Not anyone's swab, scurvy or otherwise. More shameless than a sea lion you'd be, trying to make off with me best bucko. If you want to pick a fight with us, you'd best bring along an army of great white sharks. Okay. Sasha, what's going on here? Let me introduce you. This is the friend I was telling you about. Her name is Aura Shipley. But she only responds to Orla, so that's what people call her. Oh, really? I'm her trainer. She's the suspect in the murder, but she'd never hurt anybody. Ah, so we're defending a whale. She's the suspect? Yeah, thank goodness you came before they put her down. I'm really grateful to the two of you. I just know you'll save Orla. You know, after all we've been through, I can't be that surprised. Don't tell me you didn't even know who your client was. An orca is the suspect? Our client is an orca? Is this for real? Oh, did I forget to mention that? Oopsie. It's one very big oopsie. By the way, what was with that mustache earlier? Oh, this be part of me costume for the Swashbuckler Spectacular. When I'd be wearing the mustache, I'd be one of Captain Orla's swashbucklers. Transformation is dramatic as a pufferfish's, wouldn't you say? Alright. I don't think I would ever say that. It's a pirate-themed aquarium, so that's why Orla's wearing a pirate hat, right? Yep, she really loves wearing hats. She puts them on all the time. Her fake mustache keeps falling off, so that's a problem. I see. Well, why don't we start with you telling us a little bit more about Orla? Oh boy. So you're really serious about me defending Orla? Of course I am. You're the only one who can do it, Phoenix. I heard you once question an animal during a trial, and that got your client off the hook. It is true. No way, you did that? I might have tried something like that at one point in my career. Ooh, you're gonna have to tell me about this later. I'll ask Apollo for all the juicy details. It's actually from the first game, so... When I heard you didn't discriminate against animals, I knew you'd hear me out. I have to warn you, though, I don't know anything about orcas. I mean, they don't eat people, do they? Yikes. I think I made her mad. I won't have you talk that way in front of Orla. Orcas have feelings too, you know. Yeah, boss, they have emotions just like we do. Sorry. Is anger the only feeling I inspire? Oh, Phoenix. Don't worry, she says she forgives you. Besides, orcas are very picky eaters. Orla here only eats fish. The captain went to feed Orla this morning, and then he was found dead in this very room. Could you tell us more about his death? Phoenix, the owner of the aquarium, Jack Shipley, was discovered murdered. Yeah, it was about 10:10 this morning, just after the aquarium opened. The visitor was viewing the orca pool from the visitor's corridor and screamed. The orca pool is this tank here? Yeah, that's right. This pool is built so that guests can see into it from the corridor on the first floor. Oh, I see. So, I guess we're up top on the second floor. Okay. Definitely going to be some shenanigans involved here. Security guard and I heard the scream and came running into this pool room. We found the captain dead at the side of the pool in his swashbuckler costume. He's big and tough as an old crocodile, the captain. I still can't believe he's dead. Mr. Shipley was very important to you, wasn't he? Sorry, I didn't mean to get all sad goldfish on you. Sad goldfish? Okay, time to snap her out of it. It's showtime, it's time to smile. That's what the captain always said. By the way, do you know why exactly Orla is being accused of the crime? Can you think of any reason why Orla would come under suspicion? Police think Orla went berserk during practice for the Swashbuckler Spectacular. But Orla would never do anything like that, right, Orla? Alright then. Oh, just look at that face. Isn't she adorable? Charges just have to be false. I hate to break to you, but the police don't usually base their decisions on cuteness. That's right, we base them on facts. Take a look at this. Photo of the victim, huh? He's got a wound on his head. Very perceptive. The victim and the orca were the only ones here. What's more, we couldn't find a weapon of any kind around. So what's the theory on how Orla supposedly killed the victim? They say orcas sometimes kill their prey by ramming into them underwater. We believe this orca did just that by pulling the victim into the 65-foot pool, and then ramming him while they were in the water. Without any suspects besides Orla, this could be one tough case. No official autopsy has been ordered, but an orca attack makes sense. Why hasn't one been ordered? Accidental death due to a failure to exercise proper oversight over an animal. Huh. The medical examiner said it wasn't a homicide, so we don't need an autopsy. So Orla's going to be put down without a proper investigation? That isn't fair. It's nothing short of police negligence, Detective Fulbright. The incident wasn't determined a homicide, so there's nothing we can do, Miss Sykes. Ordinarily, the owner of the aquarium would be held responsible for the oversight failure, but the owner is the victim himself, so all we can do is hold the orca responsible. Phoenix, isn't there anything you can do? I'm going to put Orla down. Josh and Orla are depending on me. I want to do everything I can to help them. But how do I help an orca? Wait. Yes, I can do this. I mean, I don't know how this would work, because I don't think, I don't know that you can, like, bring a whale into court, and this would not work, because then they would just be upset. So I guess we just gotta find the real killer. Find the real killer. Thank you, Phoenix. I'll do everything I can to help you. Wait just one moment. You're not a police officer or a prosecutor. You're not even officially the defendant's lawyer. You have no right to investigate. I'm not officially Orla's lawyer, huh? In that case, I know exactly what I have to do. Yes, I can do this. Oh, well, I guess I have to defend her in court. Because I don't think this one's an option. Got my badge back now, so I know exactly what I have to do. I'll defend Orla in court. Huh? Even Orca deserves a fair trial. If the one responsible for Orla is dead, then I'll take responsibility for her. Yo, what? I guess doing crazy things just once in your career wasn't enough, huh? But what the heck? I'll take responsibility for her too. Are you two insane? This is a case of accidental death caused by an animal. It's not a murder case. With no evidence of foul play, this case will never go to court. And let us investigate the crime scene. If we can prove this was a murder, we might be able to take it to trial. And in Orla would certainly need the help of a few good lawyers. I guess so. But who's ever heard of a trial for a killer whale? Just because it's never been done before doesn't mean we can't do it now. Oh boy. Please, Detective Fulbright, for justice's sake. And he said his magic words, so... Police have determined that an animal that has harmed a human should be put down. But I don't know for sure whether that was a just decision. Your sense of justice compels you to take on the defense of this animal. Then my sense of justice tells me to let this case be re-examined for possible merit. You mean it? Really? That's fantastic. You're not such a bad guy after all, Detective Fulbright. Just remember, this case hasn't been officially recognized as a homicide yet. I'll get in touch with the prosecutor's office, but I'm not making any promises. Anyway, I better be off. Alright, so the first step is we actually have to prove that it really is a homicide. So we're kind of even further behind than usual in the case, because usually we just have to collect evidence for the defense. Now we have to actually prove that there's something to defend, that there was an actual murder. You two are our lifeboat. I'll be right here if you need me. Thanks. I've got a feeling we'll really need your help with this investigation. We're still not sure if it'll go to trial, but as Laura's lawyers, we'll do everything we can. To get this case into court, we'll need a prosecutor to make an indictment. So we have to find enough evidence to prove it's a criminal case. There just has to be something that shows the culprit was somebody other than Orla. Detective Fulbright said there were no weapons in the area other than her. So we better look for something to prove him wrong. Better make a note of that so I don't forget. Sure organized, boss. Maybe I should get a notebook of my own. Just like to jot down notes on the case in the court record as they go along. You can use it as a sort of to-do list. Great idea. I'll add things too. And whenever we're stuck, we can just refer to the notes. To read my notes, it's just, court record. Note jotted. Now let's investigate this crime scene. There has to be some evidence here we can use in court. Examining the crime scene from every angle is the key here. Yeah, so... It's weird that I would have thought that, like, if you're playing the DLC, you would have to know this already, but I guess they gotta be sure just in case. If you get a spot that's got your attention, get right up to it and look away. That outline of the body in the far right there. Of course, talking to everybody involved is one of the keys to good investigation. Exactly. If we present items to people, we might learn even more. It all boils down to thorough legwork. Well, let's get started. Is that show makeup above Orla's eye? Oh yeah, the star. That's right, it's a starfish. Kinda makes her look like a punk rockin' pirate, don't you think? Punk rock pirate killer whale. Oh, it's official. Society's on the road to... Come on, Phoenix. Like, it is also, like, an entertainment touristy thing, so it's like, whatever, they're gonna be a little silly. Well, I think Orla's one hot rockfish. Speaking of rockin', how do you get Orla to do what you want during the show? That is a good point. Give her signals with this whistle. It's a weird sounding whistle. I didn't hear anything, just... Oh, I see, because it's a high frequency. Sounds out of the range of human hearing, just like a dog whistle. Orcas have better hearing than people do. They can even hear the whistle underwater. It's so cool. Wish I could give commands to Orla. Anybody can do that. All they have to do is learn the signals. Here, Athena, you can have one of our whistles. Consider it a present. Gee, thanks. So the actual commands, I'm afraid I can't teach them to you. They're top secret. Well, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want just anybody to be able to, like, mess up the show. Too far away to get a good look. Better get a little closer first. Okay. Yikes, look at that huge octopus. Must be a show prop, too. One of its legs is missing, though. Pretty exciting to take on a huge enemy like that. I'd like to give it a try myself, as a lawyer, that is. You know you have an insufficient number of limbs to out-object it, right? Yeah, he can point way more. He can point super fast and many times over. Hey look, there's an apparatus here to hang from. I don't think it's for people to hang from. Looks more like a crane to move things with. Sasha was hanging from it during the Swashbuckler Spectacular. I bet there are all kinds of ways to use it, not just to move things. Come on, boss, try thinking outside the box. Is she trying to say I have a narrow-minded view of things? It's a giant piece of meat. A plastic hoop suspended from the ceiling. Talk about a clashy decor. I guess Orla really likes meat. Who knew they fed her such large chunks, though? All orcas are carnivores. You knew that, right? Of course, silly. And I love meat, too. Protein is your body's basic building block, after all. But that meat is made out of rubber. I doubt Orca could really eat it, even if she wanted to. You mean to tell me she jumps all the way up there and doesn't get a reward? Poor girl, after all that effort. I don't think Orla is as dumb as you think she is. Setting sun. Sunsets always remind me how quickly the day goes by. Oh, boss, it's just a painted backdrop, you know. Down, Athena. Of course I know. I guess they use it for the Swashbuckler Spectacular. Looks handmade. Ooh, I just got an idea. Why don't we make our own not guilty backdrop and present it to the judge when things aren't going our way? Now we put psychological pressure on the judge by hanging it behind the defendant. I almost want to see how the judge would respond to that. The ladder goes all the way down to the bottom of the pool. But there's usually water in the pool, so it doesn't need to. So apparently the pool spans 2 whole floors. Ordinarily, visitors only get to see what they can from the first floor. They said on TV that they sometimes give behind-the-scenes tours. Sounds like that Swashbuckler Spectacular show you recorded is really coming in handy. Okay, I think that's everything from this view. Oh god, what is... Oh, it's a cannon. Cannon in the shape of a shark. I'll have to try firing that thing. Ooh. Is a cannonball supposed to look like fish eggs or something? But why fish eggs? Why not baby sharks? Think about how crazy it would be to have sharks go flying through the air. You could make a Sharknado. Watch the thrilling life or death struggle as the little tykes fight to stay alive out of water. Oh, well. I can see it now. The trauma, the mayhem, the whirlwind of teeth. Tornado of sharks. Not even Hollywood could conjure something that insane. They knew. They knew. Well, it looks like there's 4, maybe a 5th one here. I need 2 more. Oh well. What a mess. Is all this stuff knocked over when the victim struggled with his killer? It's possible, but would be hard to prove. Let's take a closer look, shall we? All this stuff scattered everywhere. I see some swords. I wonder if they have anything to do with the case. They're made of rubber. I doubt they could be used as a weapon. I still bet if someone got whacked with one, it would sting quite a bit. Yeah, I guess it would. But I think I could stand the pain. Yeah, good for you. Oh look, there's a blow-up dolphin and an anchor too. Mr. Wright, are you even listening to me? Stop looking at those toys. Yikes, guess I've been caught red-faced. So, a bunch of junk that I'm not really sure would be useful. How it would be useful. And then there's this part here. This is where the body was found, huh? They suspect Orla. Maybe they found some evidence of an attack on the victim. Orla didn't attack the captain. She loved him. The captain rescued Orla when she was little, after she got beached on the shore. He tried to release her into the ocean, but she kept coming back. You can tell Orla's sad about losing the captain. She's just not on her usual chip herself. Orla must really love this aquarium and the captain. She's the only one around here big and strong enough to play with the big, tough captain. Every day she made a point of headbutting him and stealing his hat. Yikes, I guess you weren't kidding when you said the captain was a really strong guy. guess that's about it. Under different circumstances, I would have loved to see the Swashbuckler Spectacular. 3 of us always perform the show together. Me, Orla, and the Captain. Today's show has been cancelled, but we could put on a little performance for you now. We be Captain Orla's swashbucklers, me buckos. We love to sell the 7 seas. We've come to rout that mangy blackguard, dread pirate No-Stash. Avast, theory be No-Stash himself. Prepare to feed the fish. Am I playing the role of No-Stash? Well, Sasha has a stash, and you don't, so I guess so. Hit him with your water cannon, Captain, and spare no quarter. Ah! I just got pumped by a giant whale. Through storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure now. Wow, that was awesome. Your performance packed quite a wallop. Yeah, I, for one, feel like I took quite a beating. Sorry about that. Can't have a show without a bad guy role, right? The singing orca, huh? Must have been tough to train her to do that. That's Orla's best trick. She can only sing one song, though. Well, she's still got one up on a pianist who can't play even one song. Well, now that we've had a taste of the show, we better do some more investigating. Good idea. Let's go to the Aqua Tunnel. Dashing red stash with a fluttering red scarf. Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? Still doesn't recognize the attorney's badge. Being a swashbuckler spectacular? If regular people participate? Of course, we even have a special tour for people who want to be in it. What roles would we play if we said yes? Let's see. Roles of a blue seahorse and a yellow sea slug are available. Judging by the colors, I must be the seahorse. And I'm the sea slug? No way, I won't do it. The sea slugs are all fluttery and beautiful, Athena. They're beautiful? In that case, I'll do it. My mind is pretty much an open book. I hope we can do a show together someday. Oh, have you been using the whistle I gave you? Of course. But I can't get Orla to do any tricks. I can't believe you can command that huge creature. That's pretty impressive, Sasha. Pretty cool, huh? I bet there aren't too many people who can say they literally get to whistle while they work. Orla's the one who's impressive, really, not me. It's easy to see how much you care about her. You two are a good team. What? But you and I are a great team, right? We can top that. I don't think it necessarily has to be a competition, Athena. Alright, so we'll take a look at the tunnel again. So you all done investigating the pool already? Had a good look around, but now we're moving on to other areas. How's the police investigation going? Did you say, for example, find any other suspects besides Orla? Wouldn't that be fortunate for you if we did? But no, I'm afraid not. Even more unfortunate for you, I'm afraid we found decisive evidence of the Orca's guilt. What? Please tell us more, Detective. What's this decisive evidence? Don't hold on us now, Detective Fulbright. I'm very sorry, but I can't share classified information with the defense. Especially not security footage that shows the moment the orca attacked the victim. Yep, I'm to personally see to it that this baby stays safe. It will never leave my side. Excuse me, but there's a call for you, Detective. I'll be right there. Sorry guys, you know how it is. Did he leave that? Never said that he wouldn't leave its side, I guess. Let's sneak a peek. What the? Okay, so it looks... I don't see the captain in this, but I do see a lot of blood, or something in the water, and it looks like the orca is headbutting a rock? That's kind of weird. What the? Is this supposed to be the moment Orla attacked the victim? Security footage added to the court record. This little bit of footage doesn't prove anything. I agree. I believe in Orla and Sasha. Let's just continue with our investigation. Good idea. Huh? There's a sticker on this camera that says, "Return to the pub, O danger." Guess somebody there manages the cameras? Let's check it out later. Sorry about that. Prosecutor Blackwell called to remind me to go feed Taka. So where were we? Oh, that's right. You two got any more questions for me? No, we're good. Thank you for leaking all your info. 7/20/1009. Timing might end up being important. So that's your symbol of justice, is it? He's gonna show his. Yep. He whipped that badge out pretty fast. You can top that. Take this. Twin attorney's badges. Ah, no fair. 2 against 1. No fair. Your police badge is bigger and flashier. What? You dare to call me unfair? Me, the very model of justice itself? Boss, I'd say we won this round. Athena, in this battle, there are no winners. Oh boy. I have nothing to say about that. If you're lawyers of any metal, you'll find the answers for yourselves. Fair enough. Let's go check out this pub. Looks like one of those hands-on exhibits. It has a real air of danger, don't you think? Well, the banner does say it's the Pub O' Danger. Let's see. According to the description, this room is a pub where pirates gather, explore, and interact with sea creatures. Actually feel the electricity of electric eels and feed real piranhas. Experience the terror of the seas with these dangerous experiments. All of those sound less like terror, more like torture to me. I'd thank you to keep it down there, Blue Boy. I'm conducting an experiment. Do not disturb me, unless you wish to be zapped with an electric eel. My apologies, ma'am. Wow, she seems intense. Excuse me, but who are you? Before you ask others, shouldn't you give your name first? Basic manners, young lady. Oh yes, of course. My name is... Never mind. I will simply call you Yellow Girl. It's easier that way. I am Norma de Plume. Is that your real name? Or you're giving me? Or what's it? Nom de Plume. Yeah. I'm very interested in Shipshape Aquarium, and I'm a frequent visitor here. But I don't want to be Yellow Girl. You think I want to be called Blue Boy? Let's just see what she has to say. Say you're interested in aquarium, but you don't look like a staff member. Let's see. I've got it. You're someone completely unrelated to this aquarium. That's some deductive reasoning there, champ. I'm a visitor, a patron, a customer, a guest. And what might you be? I'm not a what? I'm a lawyer. Hey, that's what I was going to say. And I run a law office. Well, whatever you are, I don't have the slightest interest. Just who does she think she is, boss? A visitor, a patron, a customer, a guest, remember? Thought they closed the aquarium and weren't letting members of the public in. Oh, but I have special permission, you see. Why exactly is that, if I may ask? Because of the heavens, I've said too much. I remember this. Cyclox. Psychedelic rock? Cyborg clocks? What? No, Cyclox. It's the power of this Magatama. It gives me the ability to see the secrets locked away in somebody's heart. If I can remove the locks, I can uncover their secrets. I didn't know you had a magical item like that. Looks like this lady knows something about what happened. I'll just use my Magatama and undo her Cyclox. Huh? I can't see the locks anymore. The color of that stone looks different from before. That's funny. Maybe it's just out of juice? It can do that? Yeah, a certain girl I know poured her spiritual power into it for me. Without that power, I can't undo the Cyclox. No way. Might have another cameo from Pearls, I guess. Why do I have to keep quiet about it anyway? I've never been any good at keeping secrets. But I did promise after all, so I guess I had better keep my mouth shut. What did you promise what to? No comment. Now go away. Just when I thought we could find out more about the case. Let's go try to find some other way. I'm sure we'll find something. Alright, so we won't be doing that one right now. Swashbuckler flyer. I have more than enough of those already. Any idea how many times I've visited this aquarium? Hey, what are you yelling at me for? Don't you ever get tired of coming here? You obviously don't know anything about Ship-Shape Aquarium. They feature different marine creatures each month, so visitors never get bored. So you're a fan of Ship-Shape Aquarium, like me. Oh please, I'm here to gather information, the fundamental work of a great writer. But I don't suppose that's something you common folk would understand. It makes me so mad. Now, why don't we common folk just get back to our investigation? Yeah, I kind of figured she probably would be interested in this stuff. I'm a meaningless trifle, too? Detective Fulbright's gone. Looks like the police investigation is over, too. That's too bad. I was hoping to get a little more out of him. Yo, ho, ho! Cleaner? Nuh-uh. Feeder? That's right. Yo, girl, why you hiding from me? I'm searching all around like this be a bad dream. Is somebody rapping? Rifle just sometimes you make me so mad, but now that you're gone, just come back to me. What is happening? Why is he just throwing stuff? Rifle? What's with this guy rapping and making strange bird sounds? Yikes, who's there? You didn't hear me rapping, did you? Yeah, well, maybe. Well, just do me a favor and pretend you didn't hear nothing. Fine by us, and who might you be? Marlon Rhymes. I'm an animal keeper here. The aquarium is already closed today. At least, I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure? You don't sound too certain. Or are you new here or something? Wow, yeah, that's right. Pretty good guess. So who are you guys? I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm Athena Sykes. We're lawyers, and we're going to represent Orla by taking her case to court and proving she's innocent. Are you serious? You want to defend an orca in court? Oh, but if you're here for Orla, that must make you friends with Sasha's. Sorry if I came across rude. It seems like he's friends with Sasha. Imagine when I'm by myself, I like to rap to pass the time. Especially when I'm around the animals I love. I love animals too. Especially marine creatures like dolphins. I like marine creatures too, but just the ones you can eat. Phoenix. Yeah, well, people who like animals are good people. That's what I always say. If there's anything I can do for you two, just say the word. I just started working here, though, so I don't know how much help I can be. Mr. Rhymes seems pretty friendly. Yeah, friendly and agreeable. Maybe he knows something. So what exactly do you do here as an animal keeper? Mainly, I clean the place and feed the animals. Wiping all this glass takes forever. Oh yeah, I bet. You can imagine, this tunnel alone must take most of the day. Also prep the food the animals eat. That's the hardest part of all. You mean it's really difficult to get the hang of it? Nah, I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so cutting fish and meat stuff up creeps me out. Now, there's something I never expected to hear from a pirate. Well, I mean, he's also just working here, it's not like he... Anyways. You know anything about the incident that took place this morning? Yeah, one of our guests saw what happened and started screaming. Came running, but by the time I got there, I couldn't see the orca or the captain. Speaking of the captain, what was he like? Like a strong captain who can turn a wild bunch of ruffians into some great pirates. He always treated us fairly and equally, human and fishes alike. The real deal, man. Hey, what are you crying for? I'm not crying. It's just, I can feel your heart crying, that's all. What you talking about? I'm not crying either. Guess I won't mention that his eyes are puffier than a pair of puffer fish. Bet Sash and our vet, Dr. Crab, are even more upset by his death. Vet? This aquarium has a resident vet? Yeah, hold up. I haven't even seen Dr. Crab this morning. Staff are supposed to stay put. Night shift has been on duty since last night, but they won't let us go home. Sash even had to get special permission to go out looking for a lawyer this morning. We haven't seen anybody who looks like a vet. Having something about looking for a weapon earlier? A rifle or something? No, not a weapon. Rifle is the name of one of our penguins. Penguin? Why would you name a penguin something like that? Rifle gun you can snore. Don't think you can escape with your pride? No, you just get me straight up denied. Yo ho ho. Anyway, that's what she's like, so we named her Rifle. What? Okay, but... Chapter. I mean, sure, why not? Rifle her backpack by any chance? Yeah, that's the one. So you've seen her, huh? She's always running away. Such a good runner, we decided to put her to work delivering flyers. Really want a dangerous penguin like that running loose? I don't think she's probably not dangerous. Yeah, she only attacks people she doesn't like. Oh. We ran into her earlier, she didn't attack us. She straight up ignored us, actually. Hey, I have an idea. If you run into Rifle again, would you mind feeding her for me? She didn't come back to the pool at feeding time like usual, so I've been looking for her. She loved the smell of fish, so she might come over to you if you have some. Ooh, I would love to feed a penguin. That'd be okay, right, boss? I don't mind, as long as you carry the fish. A large quantity of fish. Not surprisingly, it has a horribly fishy smell. Ew, it smells so fishy. Really? What a shocker. Oh yeah, besides Rifle, I've been looking for Small Fry, too. Small Fry? Is that another penguin? Nah, she's a friend I made. A high school girl. She went off looking for Rifle somewhere and hasn't been back. Is she your girlfriend? What? Nah, no way. Sasha's the one I... So you like Miss Buckler, do you? Well, I really respect her, you know. You have different tastes in music, but I admire the way she lives her life. Not like I like her. It's more complicated than that. Okay, buddy. You sure that all adds up to like? Yeah. She tries to put on a brave face, but I think the captain's death is hitting her hardest of all. After all, it was her human show partner that got killed by that orca. Yeah, so you think Orla really did it? Well, I can understand how Sasha feels, but she's the only one of us who doesn't think the Orca did it. Oh, I see. Guess it isn't easy to believe in somebody who can't even speak up for herself. Anyway, let me know if you see Rifle or Small Fry, okay? Small Fry said she was going to go check the Orca pool. Maybe we'll head back there then. There's something on the left side of the pool that wasn't here before. It looks like an electronic sword? Hey, you're back. Hi, Sasha. What's with this strange sword here? Oh, that's a walkie-talkie. It's probably Rifle's. A Rifle can use a walkie-talkie? She's always running away, so we attached a walkie-talkie to her. If we can hear the sounds around her, we can usually guess where she is. But not if she drops the walkie-talkie on the floor. Remember, the crew has one too, so we can communicate back and forth. We can even use them to broadcast to specific parts of the aquarium. Cool, huh? Okay. So this will probably be used for something. Any kind of communications tool usually ends up being important. Especially if it has a broadcast ability. If Rifle's walkie-talkie is here, then Rifle might still be here too. Rifle, come out, wherever you are. Eek. You okay? You have to be careful around pools, you might slip right in. I'm more afraid of my heart jumping right out. Hey, who's that riding on Orla? Isn't that Rifle? Hey, you're right. Come here, Rifle. Ah, she ignored me again. Why doesn't that penguin like me? Ah. Hey, you've scared Rifle away with all that yelling. I'm not giving up. I'll make that penguin like me if it's the last thing I do.
Hey, get back here, you little pipsqueak! Oh, sorry, Rifle, but at least you seem all right.
Hey!
Oh.
It's Pearls? Oh, Mr. Nick. I haven't seen you in ages. Could Pearls be the small fry Mr. Rhymes is talking about? Congratulations on your return to lawyering. I've been thinking about stopping by your office for a visit to congratulate you. It's Pearl Faye. I call her Pearls. She may dress a little funny, but that's because she's a spirit medium, a real prodigy with great power at that. I've known her since she was little, and she sometimes comes to the office to visit. She's just a little older than Trucy. She's been like a big sister to her. I guess everyone here knows Mr. Nick then? He's such a nice guy, don't you think? Is she trying to be my big sister too now? What are you doing here, Pearls? My summer camp is here on a field trip. I've never been to such a big aquarium before, so I was really looking forward to it. But then that incident happened, and the police just finished questioning me. Oh, I see. Mr. Nick, who is that lady next to you? I'm Athena Sykes. I'm a new lawyer at the Write Anything agency. Oh, how do you do? My name is Pearl Faye. My cousin and my friends call me Pearly. Pearly it is then. Nice to meet you. So, how did the two of you meet? Oh, you know how I used to travel to Europe to study their legal systems, Pearls. I met Athena on one of those trips. So tell me more about how the two of you met in Europe. Hey, I thought I was supposed to be asking the questions here. A long time ago, Mr. Wright helped me out of a difficult jam. That's when I started thinking about becoming a lawyer like him. So you're like her mentor, huh, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something like that, I guess. Mr. Wright's the whole reason I am who I am today. He's the one who told me my knowledge of psychology could help people in court. Gee, Mr. Nick, it looks like you've become a real adult since the last time I saw you. I've always been an adult the entire time I've known you, Pearls. Oh, would you look at that? Rifle loves you. Sure does seem to be attracted to pearls. Hee, I'm so glad she likes me. Penguins are so adorable, aren't they? I even bought myself a little penguin calendar here at the aquarium gift shop. I have it hanging from my bag already. Oh, how cute! A calendar in the shape of a penguin. That calendar's a real hit with all our female visitors. I even have one myself. The rest of the staff thinks it's too cutesy. I guess it doesn't really fit the whole rough and tumble pirate image very well. But, why does this calendar smell kind of like fish? What do you mean, Mr. Nick? Please don't be rude. Uh-oh, I got Pearl's mad. It smells fishy for some reason, huh? So you were looking for a rifle, too? That's right, I was trying to help Mr. Marlin, the animal keeper. Your rifle, come on. She went towards Orla instead. Why can't I get Rifle to like me? Maybe you should quit chasing after her with that scowl of yours. Mr. Nick, how can you speak to a lady so rudely? Uh-oh, I got Pearl's mad. Again. Why don't you try to get Rifle to take some food from you? Oh, great idea. And I have just the thing to present her, too. Ah, present. Rifle, I have a present for you. It's chock filled with love. Here you go. Hey, Orla ate my love-filled fish. At least it looks like she enjoyed it, though. I think Orla and I just had a bonding moment. Friendship blossoming with the exchange of some food. Oh, isn't it moving, Mr. Nick? I think moving might be going a bit far. Anyway, how'd you get Rifle to come to you so easily, Pearls? I heard Rifle was attracted to the smell of fish. Mr. Nick, are you saying I smell like fish? Maybe just a little, yes. I guess I need to change my clothes. That's odd. I wonder why Pearl smells like she's holding a bucket of fish. I mean, it sounds like she may have like a fish in her bag or something. Orla doesn't usually want, or maybe the calendar was just sitting on some fish or something. Orla doesn't usually want to eat it this time of day. We've even been giving her more food than normal at her regular meal times lately. Is there something wrong with Orla's feeding habits lately? Yeah, something's weird. The new guy, Marlin, feeds all the other animals besides Orla. The captain and I, her trainer, are responsible for feeding Orla. It's the captain's turn to feed Orla this morning. But Orla keeps coming to me and signaling she's still hungry. She wants my fish, chock filled with love. How long are you going to keep saying that? Sure is excited to make a new friend. But I don't think the captain would have forgotten to feed Orla. Rifle and that big creature there certainly seem to love each other. This is Orla the Orca. Rifle and Orla are best friends. They belong together like a clownfish and a sea anemone. Care to phrase that in a way us non-biology majors can understand? No, I got it, and I'm not a biology major. So this orca is the suspect. I read in a book once that orcas eat penguins. Don't you worry about that. Orla here is really gentle, and she never eats anything but fish. What is happening? She's an old sweetheart. As a matter of fact, she even tolerates Rifle picking on her. It's true, she does seem very gentle. She hardly seems like a killer whale. As lawyers, we have to do everything we can to save this beautiful, gentle creature. Are you going to defend her in court? She's quite the defendant, isn't she? She's the biggest defendant we've ever had, literally. Oh, Pearls, I have a big favor to ask. Is it Mr. Nick? It's about my Magatama. Its spiritual power seems to have vanished. Oh, that Magatama brings back memories. I remember pouring my spiritual power into it. Has she only done this, like... Because I think the first time was, like, 7 or 8 years ago. That's when... That's one long battery life. Yeah. Guess that's why it's almost out now. There you go, Mr. Nick. Should be fine now. Alright, that should do it for another 8 years. Thank you, Pearls. Now I can break psych locks again. I'm glad I could help. Well, I think I go find Mr. Marlin now. I have to bring Rifle to him. Pearlie sure seems right at home at this aquarium. You're right. But didn't she say this was her first time here? Yeah, that was a little weird, because, like, I didn't think... I mean, I assumed the village where they're staying isn't that close? Apparently, that girl was in the staff corridor earlier this morning. That's why the detective was questioning her. What was Pearls doing in the staff corridor? I don't know. I thought she was Marlin's friend or something. The staff corridor, huh? Something about that doesn't sit well with me. Well, if it bothers you, why don't you just ask her about it? Yeah, good idea. Let's go catch up with her. Looks like Mr. Rhymes and Pearls are talking. Base small fry was so clutch with the assist. Rhymes and Rifle reunion, a tale ended in bliss. Animal keeper Rhymes ain't gonna get cut. That prop small fry, this case is now shut. Yo ho ho. It's my pleasure. See you again sometime, Rifle. Okay, let's go, Rifle. See you, small fry. Oh, Mr. Nick, I didn't see you there. Hey, Pearlie, you and Mr. Rhymes seem to be really good friends. Can you tell us more about your relationship? Well, Pearls, why do I see a psych lock? I'm sorry, Mr. Nick. I really shouldn't talk about it. I don't really feel right about digging into Pearl's affairs. She was here at the aquarium at the time of the incident. Where she's hiding could help us in court. Sorry, Pearls, but I'll have to use my Magatama on you.
Take that!
Alright. A person's heart that only I can see. The deeper the secret is hidden, the more locks there will be. Pearls only has one lock, so I should be able to undo it fairly easily. If I make a mistake, I'll be locked in a loop and won't be able to move forward. Okay, time to give it a try. Pearls, you have to tell me about your relationship with Mr. Rhymes. Relationship? There's no relationship between Mr. Marlin and me. We're just a visitor to the aquarium and an animal keeper at the aquarium, that's all. There are areas where ordinary visitors to the aquarium don't get to go. You were here before the incident occurred, weren't you? Okay, so they set us up with an easy one to start with. Yes, that's right. But how did you know? Someone told me you were there. I got confused and went the wrong way. I didn't know it was a corridor just for the staff. That's all it was, Mr. Nick. It didn't have anything to do with Mr. Marlin. It sounds reasonable. Guess I better move on to my next topic. Actually, there's something else I've been wondering about, Pearls. Why do you smell like fish? Fish? What makes you think I smell like fish? Oh, there's a certain someone who convinced me it wasn't my imagination.
Take that!
Rifle? She's apparently very attracted to the smell of fish. Rifle didn't want anything to do with Athena, even though she had a bunch of fish. So why then was Rifle so attracted to you, Pearls? I don't know. Looks like she's still not ready to talk about it. I had an object with you that smelled fishy too. In fact, I think this has something to do with your secret.
Take that!
Fishy smelling calendar has something to do with your secret, doesn't it, Pearls? I can't lie to you, Mr. Nick. I'll tell you about me and Mr. Marlin and about the calendar. Only one lock, but it sure took some work. Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes the number of locks doesn't always match up with the amount of effort required. Please tell me about your relationship with Mr. Rhymes. I became distracted by the gift shop almost as soon as we got to the aquarium. Before I knew it, everyone else had moved on and I got lost. So embarrassed to be lost at my age. Oh, Pearls, I know big crowded places are hard for you. I sort of panicked and went down the wrong corridor. I ended up in the food prep room, and that's where I met Mr. Marlin. It really startled him when I called out to him. He jumped so much he started me too. I lost my balance and fell down. Oh, Mr. Nick, I spilled so many fish all over the floor. Oh no. I guess that explains why you smell fishy, pardon the pun. How did one end up in her hair? Yes, and my calendar fell off my bag and got buried in all the fish, too. It doesn't explain why Pearls wanted to keep it a secret. Why did you want to hide your meeting with Mr. Rhymes? Well, I didn't want him to get in trouble over feed sanitation regulations because of me. And Mr. Marlin said he didn't want anyone to know he was in the food prep room. Huh? Why not? What was he doing in there? Before I spoke to him, he was staring at a calendar. But because of me, he dropped his calendar, too. I had to search for it among the fish. Wait a minute. This calendar of yours already has writing in it. It does? But I didn't write anything in it yet. There's something written here under today's date. Meet the captain at the Orca pool at 7 a.m. Maybe my calendar and Mr. Marlin's got mixed up? Pearls, about what time did you run into Mr. Rhymes? I think it was about 10:15 when he had the info desk announce that I was lost. So I must have first gone into the prep room at about 10:10. I see. Do you mind if I hang on to this calendar for a while? It might be a clue to the victim's movements before he was killed. Alright, but be sure to give it back to Mr. Marlin later, okay? Good, maybe I'm ready to remove Mr. DePlume's psych locks too. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy you get to be a lawyer again, Mr. Nick. Thanks. Glad our friends know I was back too. We should all get together. It's been quite a while. Maybe we should throw you a surprise party to celebrate your comeback. That would be really nice. But if you tell me about it, it won't be a surprise, you know. Oh, but we could spring it on you after you've forgotten and still surprise you. Alright, so I guess we'll head back over here. New people again, you're becoming quite the nuisance. That veterinarian will come out, then I might just have to give up and leave. Veterinarian? Is that the Dr. Crab Mr. Rhymes is talking about? You are correct. He likes to shut himself up in that back room there and won't come out. But I don't think he's even in there today, so I'm about ready to go home. Sure seems to know a lot about the workings of this aquarium. Maybe a little something about the incident this morning, too. Mr. Wright, this is no time to be standing here thinking to yourself. Hey, sometimes you gotta consider the details before you go charging into things. Time to put your psychedelic clock skills to work and uncover her secret. That's Psyclock, Athena. Psyclock. I mean, if you say it fast, it does sound kind of like Psyclock.
Take that!
Mr. Plume, I want you to tell me the secret you're hiding. I'll do nothing of the sort. It would mean breaking my promise. I know you made this promise to, but you will tell me. You're not an aquarium employee, and yet here you are after the place is closed. That must mean you're connected to the incident involving the owner somehow. Oh ho ho, I don't know anything about any incident involving the owner. No, I think you do. I have a piece of evidence here that suggests you do know something. Oh, yeah, that is her.
Take that!
according to Detective Fulbright, this shows the orca attacking the victim, and the person in this footage is wearing an outfit just like yours, Miss de Plume. Oh, I suppose there is no hiding this bombshell figure, is there? Yes, it is I. And I think I can guess why you're here at the aquarium. You aren't simply a visitor to the aquarium. What you really are is... I mean, she's a witness to the murder. You're a visitor who also happened to witness the death of owner Jack Shipley. That is oh, I want to say it, but I promised the police. It's not good for you to keep things inside, you know. I'm sure you'll feel much better once you get it all out. I give up. I'll tell you everything. She wanted to tell me this badly. Why couldn't she have just done so from the top? I think anyone would agree that I held it in for as long as I could. I couldn't be expected to withstand this commoner's badgering any longer. Please calm yourself, Miss de Plume, and that's top-class badgering to you. You are correct. I witnessed the killer whale's crime with my own eyes. You got a problem with that, Blue Boy? Boss, Miss de Plume's anger is so powerful. Even I feel like I'm about to explode. You have to do something. Quick. Please don't explode on me. Could you start with telling me what you saw? I witnessed the very moment the killer whale attacked the victim. I told the police what I saw as well. I'm the sort of person who simply can't rest until the truth is known. So both Ms. de Plume's statement and the footage point to Orla's guilt. Pardon me, but you seem pretty pleased that you witnessed this incident. What? Pleased? Shame on you. Implying that I'm happy about an innocent man's death? No, of course not. I just don't get the sense that you were afraid of Orla. Well, like you were interested in her. Are you... You know, I wasn't sure, but I was thinking that maybe... Are you perhaps one of my fans? Is that how you knew? That I am the non-fiction writer Norma de Plume? Oh, that Norma de Plume. So, big fan, huh? No, I've never even heard of her. Well, now that you figured me out, there's no sense in trying to hide who I am, I suppose. Talking to fans is part of a writer's duty, after all. Oh. But I'm not a fan, I tell you. So what exactly have you written, Ms. de Plume? Oh my, you mean to say you truly aren't familiar with my work? I write the truth. I take great pride in my craft, you know. I've been gathering information on Orla the killer whale for a year now. I'm very worried about Orla's violent tendencies. Oh? Today, my concern was proven to be well justified. Orla isn't violent, she's a sweet and gentle soul. Oh ho ho, the moment you let your guard down with that killer whale. Chomp. Ship-Shape Aquarium has always denied the killer whale's violent streak. It has been rumored to attack people. The rumors are just rumors, aren't necessarily true. Yes, I realize that, but I only write the truth. That's why I questioned the owner directly. But he refused to allow my research, and he even had the audacity to say to me, "You are nothing but a nuisance coming here day after day. Don't ever come back again." Sounds like your research is a bit too much to take. But then, how did you get in here if you've been blacklisted? I have my methods. Oh, this lady's is shameless. Let's see about this violent streak. I'm gonna defend her. I'm only stating what I saw with my very own eyes. I came to the aquarium today to observe the killer whale, but on my way to that thing's tank, I heard its cries. You can hear Orla from the visitors' corridor? There are speakers there in the corridor up near the ceiling. Apparently, that speaker is there so visitors can hear the killer whale's sounds. In any case, as I approached the killer whale's tank, I heard its cries. When I arrived, I saw something terrifying. What did you see? The killer whale stealing the swashbuckler spectacular hat the owner was wearing. And then, the moment it bit him, it shook him mercilessly to death within its jaws. Okay, but I don't think that's how he died, though. What? Orla bit the owner to death? I'm pretty sure the detectives would have noticed that, though. I think Miss DePlume's just finished telling you what she saw. Detective Fulbright. I guess you've already heard it, too. Yep, when we took her statement earlier. As you heard, I'm afraid that accidental death is really the only thing it could be. Yes, and a dangerous creature like that cannot be allowed to harm anyone ever again. She's not dangerous. Sorry, but the prosecutor's office said the case didn't have enough merit to go to trial. There's one prosecutor, though, who expressed an interest in the case. Really? Then could we have that prosecutor take a look at the investigation reports? Unfortunately, I doubt even he'd take action without evidence of a homicide. Look, I understand how you feel, Mr. Lawyer, but maybe you should give up on this one. Not a chance. We'll just re-examine the crime scene and strengthen our case. Well, if that's your version of justice, I won't stop you. We won't rest until we find proof it was an accidental death, Detective. You'll see. Let's go, Mr. Wright. Time to check out that crime scene one more time. Oh boy. Alright then, let's start the re-examination. Pronto. Go check out that mess in the back one more time. Athena, wait! No running! Are you okay? Didn't look like she tripped, but... I slipped. Orla? What is it, girl? Ah! Athena, are you alright? She crashed in all that stuff behind her. I tried to get out of the way, but all I did was slip and fall. Again. That was a pretty amazing wipeout. Are you hurt? I'm okay. But why did Orla spike that ball at me? After all the fish I gave her, I thought she liked me. Maybe she thought you were the main hunter. Very funny, boss. In any case, let's give the ball back to Orla. Huh? Looks like everything got shifted around when I fell. Hey, you're right. There are things now that we couldn't see before. Like another ball. I guess Orla really likes them. Look, there's something new by the outline of the body, too. Better go take a look around. Orla sure can hit that ball hard. I didn't think she was going to spike it at me like that. I guess that must mean she likes me. I gladly accept her expression of affection. Not how I would have interpreted that, but whatever floats your boat. Orla's not going to notice me from here. I'll move around. Oh. Oh, no, I have examined it already. There's this, though. Hey, look at this mark on the floor. What do you suppose it is? That's where we stand when we want to play volleyball with Orla. Volleyball, huh? Yeah, if we stand there, she'll spike the ball right at us. So when Orla spiked the ball at me earlier, that was one of her tricks. Doesn't mean she hates me. Nah, she wanted to play with you. She loves volleyball. She used to play with the captain all the time. Aww. Sasha looks so sad. Okay, time to snap out of it. This is no time to be all dejected and mopey like a blobfish. That's right. Time to put on a smile and stay strong, right? What's a blobfish, or do I not want to know? What's this? A coin? Mr. Wright, there's blood on it. You're right, but it's dried. You think it could be the victims? What was it doing all the way over here in the first place? I'm not sure, but now that we found blood outside the pool, it just might help us prove that there's more to this case than just accidental death. Hey, you're right. Orla certainly can't leave the pool after all. Speaking of coins, take a look at this. There are a few coins around the body here, too. You're right, boss, but where did they go? They aren't here anymore. You don't think somebody picked them up, do you? I mean, if they had blood on them, probably be a good reason to pick them up and get rid of them. Looks like we just found that giant octopus prop's missing leg. Wow, bet you'd get a whole lot of carpaccio from a giant leg like that. But let's go to the ocean and try and catch a giant octopus of our own. Yeah, what if we did catch one? How are you planning to slice it up? Kind problem. That's what man invented chainsaws for. Chainsaws, really? She's even so hell-bent on chopping down some giant octopus. Well, I doubt we can catch one that big anywhere near the shore anyway. The more roadblocks you throw up, the more I want to do it, you know. I can't wait to get started. It appears that Operation Discourage Insanity has backfired. It's a broken sword here. Tip of the blade is missing. Guess it just broke off. Don't tell me it happened when Athena fell over. You better not be trying to pin the blame on me, boss. What? No, of course not. No use trying to hide it. It's written all over your face. Besides, the broken part isn't even here. Now how could it have been my fault? I better watch what I think or I'll get every little thing thrown back in my face. Everything seems to be in order. I don't see new things to click on. That's checked. That's checked. Nothing up here. That's checked. That's checked. Check, check, check. Checked. Check, 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 check. Doesn't seem like I can click on anything else here. I don't think I looked from this angle, though. Is that a wanted poster? It's a control panel for that crane apparatus. Sure, a lot of buttons. When I see this many buttons, I start to get fidgety. I know what you mean. Start itching to push them, right? Nah, I start itching to make a psychological study of people who want to push buttons. You gotta remind you that I'm your boss, not your guinea pig. Okay, looks like they're both set up that way. Thought maybe I could take one of them. I don't know what these things are. Meat, the hoop. I don't see a whole lot else. Cannon hasn't been fired, right? We talked about this already. Right. There we go. Okay, cover the ball. Cover the entrance. Ah. Doors are slightly open, and there are police officers standing guard outside. I guess they're watching to make sure we don't try any funny business. Well, that you've said it, I suddenly feel the urge to do something. How about if I suddenly break out some squat exercises? That would be pretty funny. Yeah, that might cause a few raised eyebrows in ways you don't want, Athena. What? don't know what else to click on here. Wait, how did I miss this? That child is hurt. What? Call an ambulance. Hey. It's just a dummy. It is? Oh, I mean, of course it is. I was just testing your response to an emergency. Well, I guess we just found out that you don't bluff well under pressure. So I'll just have to keep practicing then. What the dummy is for, anyway? Oh, that? We use it to train Orla. It's smaller than a human, but it does the job. Some of our tricks can be pretty dangerous, so Orla practiced them on the dummy first. Look at the tricks, those bite marks look pretty dangerous. Yeah, why are there bite marks on it? Hey Sasha, would you happen to know anything about this coin? Oh, I guess I missed one. I just finished cleaning up the rest of them. Picked up all the coins already? That's right, after the police finished their investigation, they gave me the go-ahead. I haven't found them all yet, though. I'm still missing a few. Well, if they aren't beside the pool, maybe they're in the pool. Let's go to that ladder over there and take a peek at the bottom of the pool, boss. I mean, I kind of still want to know more about this. What's up with this guy and all this bite marks? He's got bite marks on his chest. Like maybe another set on one of his legs. Look, I think I see something in the bottom of the pool. Hee, I knew it. Want me to go down and check? You can't jump in dressed like that. You'll drown on the way to your clothes. No, I won't. I'm a pretty good swimmer, you know. Be that as it may, the pool's really deep. I doubt you can hold your breath that long. Maybe Sasha can? Phew. Phoenix, look at all these coins I found at the bottom. Thanks, Sasha. So there really were more of them down there, huh? I seem to be finding them all over. I wonder how many there are altogether. Including the ones I put away, there are 300 of them. They're for the show. Sounds like they'd be heavy. About 7 pounds, I'd say. A little lighter than a stringfish. I better go put these coins away where they belong. 7 pounds of coins scattered around the sea, and one of them with blood on it. They have to be related to the case. Where the blood got on that one coin? Wait a minute. Could it be... Remember how Detective Fulbright said they couldn't find a murder weapon? Well, what if these coins were the weapon? How could a little coin kill a grown man? Well, one coin by itself isn't much of a threat, but 300 coins together could definitely be used as a weapon. All you'd have to do is put them in a bag. Put 7 pounds of coins in a bag and swung it at somebody. It would make a pretty formidable blunt instrument, wouldn't it? Explain how blood got on this coin. Well, I get it. That bag of coins is the weapon, and we can use it to prove Orla's innocence. I don't see anything resembling a coin bag around here. Maybe the killer took it with them. Yeah, it would certainly make sense to look like... It would certainly make it look like Orla did it if they did. You know what I think, Mr. Wright? A bloody coin alone should be enough to prove this might have been a murder. I agree. It shows the possibility of a human killer rather than Orla. Yes, this is just what we needed. Let's go show this coin to Detective Fulbright and Ms. DePlume right away. Good idea. Let's hope they're still at the pub of danger. Alright, so we got something at least. Oh, you're back. Did you find anything? Of course you didn't. Remember, even if you don't succeed, it's the effort you make that's important. See, trying to console me? Show him the evidence we found, the one that points to a human culprit. Right, so we won't let Orla be put down. Please take a look at this blood-stained coin. Eek! Cease and desist at once. What kind of man shows a lady blood? She doesn't have to get so worked up. You terrorizing this lady with? Come on now, let's see it. Found this coin beside the orchid pool. We did see a large number of coins beside the pool, but not one with blood on it. We just learned that there's 300 of these, weighing about 700 pounds in total. Now, what do you suppose would happen if a person was assaulted with that many coins? What? So you're saying the coins might have been used like some kind of blunt weapon? If the blood belongs to the victim, then yes, it's entirely possible. I wouldn't call it decisive proof that the real culprit was human. You wouldn't? Why not? Because there'd have to be something to put the coins in to make them into a weapon. Without that something, it's just not going to be enough to pass muster. But I will say this, that your theory does seem to warrant further investigation. I'll call the prosecutor's office and ask to reinvestigate from a possible criminal angle. You will? Thank you very much. Really hope Detective Fulbright can convince them. You won't believe the answer I got when I explained your passion for this case and the police's investigation. They said that the prosecutor I mentioned earlier would be willing to take this to court. Really? So that doesn't mean a new suspect has emerged? No, I'm afraid not. To be frank, Prosecutor Blackwell said he just wants to prove that the Orca's guilt in court. What? It's Prosecutor Blackwell that wants to prosecute Orla? That's fine, Detective. Thanks for arranging this for us. Well, I must say you're taking this rather calmly. Defending Orla in court was my idea from the start. I'll do whatever it takes to save her. In that case, I'll do whatever I can as well to see that justice is served. Mr. Plume, will you be a witness for the prosecution? A trial for a killer whale? I've never heard of such recklessness before in my life. But I will reveal the truth about this killer whale, and then we'll write all about it. Sounds like a plan. Now, if you'll just come along with me... We have to prepare for tomorrow, and I still have to arrange for an autopsy. Oh, I look forward to tomorrow. Till then, Blue Lawyer and Yellow Fan. Well, I guess that's better than Blue Boy and Yellow Girl. I'm not a fan. At least we managed to get the case to go to trial. How in the world do we defend an orca in court anyway? To be honest, I'm really sure myself. Plus, Mr. Plume said Orla bit the victim. This trial sure isn't going to be easy. But I love a challenge. And we ought to be just fine. Guess I should go over that swashbuckler spectacular you're watching this morning. Yeah, we can have a formal viewing back at the office. Nothing decisive against Orla in the security tape, but that doesn't mean much. I'll just have to find a more concrete way to save Orla at tomorrow's trial, or else. Alright, I think that's a good stopping point for today. Definitely one of the more unique cases we've seen in Phoenix Wright's career. I'm glad it didn't just have nothing but puns the entire time. That would have gotten insufferable, but it's alright so far. But thank you for watching, and see, maybe get in a stream tomorrow, possibly. We'll see what happens. But until next time, hope you had a good time, and I'll catch you later.